Hey, what's up, fuckers? Now, I only have 3 screenshots of my Battlefront 1 stuff because I deleted everything else because I was sort of done with the game. So these are the only screenshots I have. So for the background, I'm going to be using some unseen footage of a soon-to-be video of my Ark Survival massive raid against Twisted Psychos. So I'm going to be talking about the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta, which is coming to pre-order tomorrow, Wednesday, October 4th, and for everyone else that doesn't pre-order is getting it 2 days later. I'm going to be a complete virgin and try to get it tomorrow. But here's everything that I'm expecting and blah, 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 blah. All right, so first of all, here's what I think actually happened. All the EA people and Star Wars people, whatever, they're sitting down at their virgin-ass money table, and they're like, guys, I've got a better idea than just a $60 game with another $60 of DLC. What we're going to do is we're going to make a Star Wars game with bare minimum content. We're going to give them 4 maps and 3 heroes and 3 villains. 4 maps, 3 heroes, 3 villains, okay? And after about a month, everyone's going to be done with the game, but that's when we start releasing our DLC. We're going to have $15 for Lando Calrissian. We're going to have $15 for Bosk and Dengar and Director Krennic. We're going to have 4 DLCs worth, which is another $60. So there we go. We've managed to turn our bare minimum game into a $120 game. So then what they do is they go on to Battlefront 2, and they do triple the amount of maps, triple the amount of heroes, and triple the amount of vehicles to make it seem like EA is listening to their fans and saying, based on the feedback, we're going to give the fans what they want. Everyone's been crying to you guys to make the game how it was before. So they kind of make themselves look good with stuff that should have been in the first one anyway. So here's kind of what I'm never going to set my happiness standards for. I know we will never, ever get a game like the original Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 ever again. It's just not going to happen in today's corrupt world of video game industry. We're never going to get a Star Wars game of this AAA caliber with 20 plus heroes, 30 plus heroes and villains. We're never going to get General Grievous, Ahsoka, Asajj Ventress, Savage Opress. We're never going to get any of these extra cool things that people like. We're just never gonna get them. So when I heard that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to include all 3 eras, prequel, original trilogy, and new trilogy, you know, clones and droids, stormtroopers and rebels, First Order and Resistance, I thought that was going to be awesome, okay? I was a little bit disappointed to find out that basically we're going to have 3 maps from each era, you know, plus or minus a few more. So we're going to have 3 plus or minus more for prequel, 3 plus or minus more for original trilogy, and the new trilogy. So I'm not reading off of a website or something. I'm just saying what I know. We're going to have Kamino, Naboo, and Kashyyyk, and, you know, so we're only going to have like 3 or 4 maps for each era, which is okay. But I mean, for each era, especially the prequel, with so much extra stuff like the Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff like that, there's not a whole, like, for the prequels, you're only going to have 3 planets for the prequels, episodes 1, 2, and 3, plus the Clone Wars, and you're only going to have 3 maps? You know, I mean, Kashyyyk, obviously, that's good. Plus on that. Kamino, that's going to look awesome, too. That's a good one. And Naboo, that's going to look beautiful, too. But now I'm going to start a little mini rant on the heroes and villains already. Now, I'm first of all going to get this out of the way, is there is no confirmation that Jango Fett is going to be a villain in the game. Now, you can't have Kamino without having Jango Fett. That's where Jango Fett lives. That's like going in the Emperor's throne room and not having the Emperor. And what's even more worse is I saw footage of a trailer for Boba Fett. on Kamino. Now, that doesn't bother me. I'm not a fucking virgin that says you can't have Boba Fett killing clone troopers. That takes away the immersion. What's worse about just that is Jango Fett and Boba Fett are 100% identical in terms of textures. You just need to change the fucking colors. How fucking hard is it for you to take Boba Fett's rendering that you already have and just copy, paste, and change the fucking colors? You already have Boba Fett. Just take Boba Fett, put him again, and change the colors to blue. That's Jango! And give him the blaster pistols. But no, we're gonna have Boba Fett on Kamino, and Darth Maul on Kamino, and the Emperor on Kamino. We're not gonna have the person's homeworld villain. And if you look on the Spotify, there's a playlist for Star Wars Battlefront soundtracks. There's stuff in there that says Ahsoka, General Grievous, the Imperial March. How are you gonna... I'm gonna bet that they do. This is confirmed. There's General Grievous soundtrack in the game. I'm gonna bet that General Grievous is not in the game. I'm gonna bet that Ahsoka is not in the game. You can hear Ahsoka's voice in the Starfighter Assault trailer. And Anakin. But I bet my sweet Uncle Titty Nipples that they're just gonna be announcers. Because that was taking place over Ryloth, which is in the Clone Wars, which Anakin and Ahsoka are in. And you're going to do prequel stuff, and you're not even going to have Geonosis, the one with the Geonosian flying bugs, where Obi-Wan and Anakin and Padme were held hostage, and the first, scene of clone troopers came in to save them. They're not even going to do Geonosis. So there's not going to be any Count Dooku. There's not going to be any Mace Windu. There's not going to be any Magna Guards. And there's no General Grievous either. And all the developers are saying, we're trying to add Ahsoka and Anakin, and if we do, then it would be easier to make General Grievous. How's it hard to make General Grievous? You literally make the Death Star look better than the movie. You do a better job of making iconic Star Wars locations than actual Hollywood films that make billions of dollars. And you can't make a robot with 4 arms that's holding lightsabers? You can't, go to the Mortal Kombat people and say, hey, how did you guys make Goro, the guy with the 4 arms? Because we're trying to make General Grievous. You don't even have to have him do 4 arms if you're that lazy. But everyone wants General Grievous. Everyone wants Obi-Wan, Anakin, Mace Windu, Count Dooku, Magna Guards, Commando droids, droid assassins, droidicas. I'm so surprised that we're getting super battle droids that are jump the flying ones. I'm so surprised we're getting flame troopers. I'm so surprised we're getting Wookiees and the Death Troopers. I'm so surprised we're getting all of this stuff. But no droid commandos or droidicas or something like that. All this extra shit that they're going to be releasing in their so-called free seasons, including Finn and Captain Phasma that aren't in the game yet. So, already there's some sketchy stuff about it. Now, when I first played the original Battlefront, me and my friend went on a 30 win streak. And over the year and a half, more than a year, I think, that I've played the Battlefront game, the first one, I accumulated a 93% win ratio and a 4.0 steady KD because everyone sucked in that game. Everyone sucked because you can predict everything. You can predict where the AT-AT spawns are going to be. You can predict where the hero spawns are going to be. So hopefully, because all those little arcade tokens that you pick up are gone, and you actually have to get kills and objective score to get in these vehicles and heroes, it'll be more of a challenge. Because trust me, it's not fun going 120-0 being bosked because you get health regeneration after every kill. It's not that fun. You're just bullying people and you get 5 messages after you've done with the match. So yeah, I played it for a long time, and I got the season pass because I'm a fucking Star Wars virgin. So yeah, I'm just really, really hoping that I hope that this Battlefront 2 is gonna have an awesome launch. You know, I'm gonna have a great time being clones and droids. I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of prequel stuff first. I'm gonna be clones and droids and Darth Maul and everyone. I'm gonna be Yoda. I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of the prequels. And then when I get slightly tired of that, I want something different, I'll go to the new era. And then the original trilogy. And then when I get mixed up with those, I'm going to go back to the droids. Then go back in that. I'm going to be a fucking slut. So, I am hoping that this original, freshly out of the game content lasts a long time before they release their seasons of stuff. And I don't know if these microtransactions are going to be pay to win. So, that's just that. I'm a little nervous, okay? Because there's so many people that are already finding horrible things that they're not going to buy the game for. I'm criticizing some things already, but I'm still going to get it. I'm still telling people that they should get it. I'm commending this game, but there's so many people that are upset that Rey is on Naboo killing droids, that the Emperor is on Kamino shocking clones, and stuff like that. People are mad about that, and they're not going to get the game because of stuff like that. And I mean, the game, multiplayer, that's not true to the story. It's just for fun. The game wouldn't be fun if you don't mix up stuff like that. So besides all that, I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to playing the game. I'm just not raising the bar of expectations to milestone level because I know that all the heroes and villains are going to be things we've seen before. Half of them are going to be things we've already played with. We're already going to have Darth Vader, the Emperor, Boba Fett, Luke, Leia, Han. We're already going to have those. So, yeah. Gonna play the game, gonna be happy with it, gonna try to be happy with it. I'm gonna do an awesome review of it. I'm gonna be doing some epic stuff on it. So thanks for watching, and go fuck yourself.